Man, we got a crazy world that we live in. Luckily, I just got back from vacation, so I'm feeling pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'll probably show some videos a little bit later about just hanging out, man. We doing our boating thing. This is a thing that we do. So, man, first thing here, man, first video. A father jumps off of a Disney cruise ship to save his baby girl. Now, we go on a lot of cruise ships. We probably go on a cruise ship vacation at least one time a year for the last I don't know how many years. It's been a long time. So we've been on several of them. And man, that's a long way down, man. That's a long way down. But just like a father for his kid, this guy took to action quickly without hesitation. And it sounds like he jumped in and luckily he saved his daughter's life. I love to hear it, but let's go take a look at this video, man. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, dramatic rescue at sea played out like a scene from a movie when a child fell overboard from a Disney Cruise Line ship. Her father jumped in after her. This morning, they are both safe and on dry land. CBS News Miami reporter Morgan Reiner is live from Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale. All right, Morgan, what happened?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So you can see the cruise ship is behind me, which means over the last few hours, we've had a chance to talk to the passengers as they've walked off of that cruise ship. And what they are describing is them having fun on a cruise ship. And then all of a sudden, everything comes to a stop. The music off, someone goes on the loudspeaker and says, Mr. Mob, which means man overboard. And that's when the witnesses said,
Wow.
All of the crew members jumped into action. They ran to the side of the ship. They started throwing life vests over for the dad and the daughter to grab onto. One witness told me that the dad was not able to reach one of those life vests because he was too busy worrying about holding on to his daughter. One witness told me that they were in the water for 20 minutes treading water.
Wow.
Think about treading water in a pool for 20 minutes when it's calm and there are no waves. This was in the ocean, and it really was incredible. Here's what some witnesses said happened.
I saw the mother crying, but when they rescued them, I think that's when the tears really started flowing because you were just so overjoyed knowing. And I prayed to God to save them, and He did.
The ship was moving quickly, so quickly. It's crazy how quickly the people became little tiny dots in the sea, and then you lost sight of them. The captain slowed the ship, turned it around, and then they deployed a tender ship with people on there to go get them. And we saw them rescue the dad and daughter.
It just took everybody's breath away, to be honest with you. So very nerve-wracking, to say the least. But as a father, like I said, I would have done the same thing.
Oh, you could tell that he was really struggling. I mean, he'd been treading water for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes with his daughter. And that was a big thing.
This here is crazy because the gentleman was out there treading water for 20 minutes with his baby girl in his arms, man. Look, man, these cruise ships, man, they do move at a very, very fast pace. So I can imagine by the time this cruise ship is, way down, a little ways, and I can imagine it was scary for both sides, him with his daughter, his wife on the cruise ship. I mean, this thing is crazy. And a cruise ship, it can't just stop like that. It takes a little bit of time to stop. They sent out a dinghy, one of the smaller boats, but even that takes time to lower down into the water and get it over there. But I'm just glad that everything worked out for these people. This guy right here, man, he might be a candidate for Father of the Year. He just might be a candidate for Father of the Year. This is an incredible story. I love it, but we got to watch our kids. This right here is one of the main fears of parents that I've talked to who have younger kids. This right here, the falling overboard, because you never know if your kid's going to do something silly or not even realize what they are doing. Crazy.
There's one video that really sticks out. It's when the daughter and the father are already on the boat and they're being lifted up to the cruise ship, and you can just see the relief in the dad's eyes. He's rubbing his eyes, clearly emotional, while he's holding on to his daughter's hands. You can't even imagine what was going through his mind.
Yeah, Morgan. And we just showed video of the rescue and the daughter and the dad on that rescue boat. She looks like she's what, 10 years old? I can't even really tell. She looks pretty young.
Crazy.
How is she doing?
Yeah, so you mentioned 10. There's some people that said 4, 6. So there's different guesses as to exactly how old that girl is. But long story short, she's young. She was probably terrified. Physically, it looks like in the video they are okay. They're probably shaken up. You know, we did talk to a lot of the passengers as they were coming off of the ship, but I was told that the family probably got off the ship way before they let the public off.
And finally, Morgan, how is Disney responding to this incident?
We did get a statement from Disney. They said thanks to the quick actions by their crew who are trained to do exactly this, they were able to rescue that father and the daughter, they said, within minutes. Now, some people are wondering if there are going to be any changes to safety protocols, but I think that the big question this morning, before they can even get to changing protocol, is figuring out exactly how this happened, because right now we don't know how that girl fell off.
That to me is crazy. We go on plenty of cruise ships. So she must have climbed up on it, climbed up on the edge and jumped off. I don't know if she didn't realize like, hey, she can actually fall. I don't think shit that she jumped on purpose. I don't think she would do something like that. But man, there's cameras everywhere. But the problem is on these cruise ships, there's a lot going on, especially on those especially like on the decks where there's a party going on, a lot of music going on, people dancing, there's a lot of drinking, so people are having a good time. So I'm not sure what she was thinking. Obviously, the father saw it and he reacted. Thank God to that. I'm glad that everyone's okay. I'm pretty sure he's just like, look, I'll whoop your little ass. You do that again. Just, but as a parent, man, you just have no idea what you're capable of, man, when it comes to the safety of your children. And I applaud the dad, man. He went into action, man. So I'm just glad everyone's okay, man. That's scary, man, because that's a long way down, man. That is a big fall. That is a big fall. A lot of people don't survive those falls. So I'm not sure how high up they were, but we've been on like mega cruise ships, man. It's a long way down. So